Hi there. Thanks for coming on to step two of the video. We're going to just go over very quickly counting and tapping, or counting and clapping, whatever you feel is easiest. All this video purposes is just to kind of support the instruction of the exercise, that is counting to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is basically a scale universal throughout music, and it keeps musicians in time with each other, creating more of a synchronous flow of music, a better sound. Um, Basically, what I want to show you is how counting 1 to 4 and the activity of tapping or clapping, whether that's with one hand or two hands, or clapping them together, clapping them on your knees, how that can transition from one instrument to the next. So I guess we'll just start here. And so the first part of the activity, obviously, is we're going to be asking you to count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you can consistently count 1 to 4 in a well-timed manner, meaning that you're not speeding it up or slowing it down, that each interval is precise. Basically, you want to keep timing between the activity of tapping or clapping and counting the set of 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll just refer to 1, 2, 3, 4 as beats for now. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are the beats, 4 separate beats within a scale. So if we were to take our hands, you can either do this with one hand on your knee, and you can just go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or we can transition this into clapping. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this does seem very basic, but we want you to do this for a couple minutes now, and basically train yourself to stay within a timing and to count either aloud or in your head, to make sure that the action is corresponding with the beat or the number that you're saying. If you catch on to this activity quickly, you can also try alternating. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can also try doing different patterns. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just show you a couple different instruments on how something so simple can be basically transitioned to a ton of different instruments. So you look at a set of bongos, and you can do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We could take a simple shaker. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see how mixing it up, once you can basically identify with the counting and the instrument, you can start to mix things up a little. So instead of you actually clapping or tapping on every interval of the beat, you can try clapping or counting on numbers 1 and 3 or 2 and 4. Basically, just training yourself to become better with the overall rhythm of the exercise. You can try it with the tambourine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you can see in that exercise, I didn't actually use the instrument on beats 2, only on beats 1, 3, and 4. And this can transition again. We'll just even look at something so simple as a little child's piano. So when we look at a piano, this is only a 2 octave, so 2 scale piano. But you can just see how we'll just do something simple here. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. all we're doing is we're basically taking the counting of 1, 2, 3, 4 and transitioning it into different instruments. You can try it with one single key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And just keeping the timing and overall, you basically just want to be connecting with your activity. So even though I've been playing guitar now for nearly a decade and drums for the same amount of time, I'm not exactly counting out loud, but in my head, underlining when I am singing and playing or one or the other, I'm constantly counting and constantly, if I'm playing with friends or family, I'll be looking at them and seeing where they are in their count, because the more you play music and the more you can connect with it, the more you'll see that it's all really relatable. And from one instrument to the next, you'll pick up on it. And you'll notice with musicians that a lot of musicians now, they don't just play, one or the other. They'll play, they'll play a variety of instruments. So we can see that too. We have a drum box here, which is kind of like a bongo. So it's got a little extra sound in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, I hope this helps, and I'm sure the more you practice it, and you can do this with, on your knees, you can do it on your chest, you can do it on both chests, you can do it pots and pans, you can do it with spoons, and whatever you can think of. Use your imagination and take something that is around you and try to just work the rhythm of counting 1 to 4 into it, and you'll progress with it very quickly. And this is something that transitions, like I've been able to show you, from one instrument to the next. You can transition it to guitars too, where it's obviously a lot different, and when you're using a stringed instrument, you have a lot more options with what you can do, but even just counting something so simply with chords like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The overall timing of that effect is what creates good melody and what'll put you in sync with other musicians as well. So, try this and move on to looking at the activities and basically trying to master them. And again, if you're getting these ideas quick and you feel like you're very precise with it and you're doing it correctly, try using your feet. Try tapping your feet. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, left, right. Any way to create more rhythm throughout your body is going to make you an overall better musician, but also just better adapt with music in general. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you on video 3 for instrument recognition.